The Chardonnay grape in all its glory. Here we have three styles of Chardonnay, and I'd like to just discuss the different ways that they're produced and the different ways they're grown and why they are so different in style, so that when you choose wines from a wine list, you can perhaps decide what you might prefer. There are three different styles. Chardonnay grows everywhere in all wine growing regions. It's very versatile. Of course, it changes with the climate. So Chardonnays, for example, from Germany, with a cooler climate, might be very different to Chardonnays from Sicily. And it's a little bit like fruit. Apples are the same. Apples from different climates taste different. So of course Chardonnays and grapes do as well. This is a very light style. This is a fuller bodied, richer style. And this would be the style that you get from Burgundy, which goes through some sort of oak fermentation. The first style is clean and fresh. Chardonnay, as it is young on the vine, on early ripening, has lots of green apple characters. Green apple, nectarine. So this would refer to a wine like Chablis. Chablis is a region in France where they produce Chardonnay, but they don't put the Chardonnay through oak ferment. They realize that the Chardonnay is fresh and crisp and acidic, and so they do a ferment in a cold vat, and what they do is they put that straight in the bottle, and the wine is to be drunk young and fresh. The second style of Chardonnay would be a Chardonnay from a warmer climate. For example, Sicily, or maybe northern parts of the southern hemisphere. And these sort of Chardonnays, some winemakers and wine writers call them the Dolly Parton Chardonnays because they're big with fruit, they're peachy, they've got lots of melon characters in them. That derives from the fact that when they're on the vine, as they ripen, they pick up more tropical fruit characters. So they're bigger, they're more fruity, they're more mouth-filling. They often don't age as long, and there's often more grapes produced because of this heat in the vineyards. So a fuller, riper Chardonnay like that might be less expensive than a more elegant, pure, clean Chardonnay. The third Chardonnay is the style which goes through a second ferment. So generally this would start off like these wines with one ferment, and then what the winemaker would do, especially in Burgundy, and when he has a very good wine, he would put that juice into a French oak barrel, and then they add a bacteria and they go through a second ferment. And what that does is that is called a malolactic ferment. It's not complicated. Malic acids are the acids that you find in these fresh, crisp Chardonnays, and a malolactic ferment turns the malic acids into lactic acids, and lactic acids are found in butter and cream and dairy products, and so the acids change to become more soft and rich and often buttery. And that's why you have a very different style of Chardonnay from Chablis to, for example, a Chardonnay from Montrachet. Now the price is much more expensive because the winemaker has to hold the wine back. He has to use French oak barrels, but you have a big diverse variety of Chardonnays, and generally if you like clean, fresh, easy drinking dry wines, you would go for the Chablis. If you like something a little bit more full-bodied and fruity and peach charactered, you would go with the warm climate Chardonnay. And if you want something which has got vanilla characters from the oak and cream and richness, then you would go with this sort of Chardonnay. And it's the same with food. You would go from light, oysters, fish, right up to light meat and veal and chicken. So I hope that you appreciate that, and that you'll be drinking lots more Chardonnay, and that you'll be able to pick Chardonnays better off a wine list in the future. Thank you very much.